Welcome everybody. This is Bar Talks with Big. I have Nectar syrup with us today.
Hi guys.
So I'm going to get started with talking about a little bit about yourself, a little bit about the syrups, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's Heidi. I moved to America from the UK a year ago. Um, my background is very much in design and business. So
Mm.
I knew that when I moved here, I knew that I wanted to open another business. I just wasn't really sure what. Um, Long story short, got into bartending, had a massive passion for mixology. I just love the fact really that I can create something that people enjoy. And yeah, with that, Devil's Nectar was born. Gap in the market. I wanted to create flavors that you wouldn't typically find in other syrup brands.
Mm. Mm.
And that's kind of like how it's expanded to how it has. So yeah, unique combinations and yeah, just premium ingredients really. And it's been taking off really well. I'm happy with how it's going.
That's good. That's good. So you said
Yeah.
you've been doing this for how long now?
So the business was born about 4 or 5 months ago. So it's
Okay.
still pretty fresh.
So so what kind of syrups do you have right now?
So at the moment I have a range of 6 different flavors.
Mm.
Um, we have a ginger orange, a strawberry vanilla, a rosemary. We have a 5 spice. We have a banana toffee, and which one have I missed? Oh, and a spicy pineapple. Yes, and they all sell equally as well as each other. I'd probably give the hat to the ginger orange though. That seems to be our best seller overall.
Okay.
Yeah, but I kind of created those flavors so that you could tailor them to any type of liquor, basically, or a mocktail. Obviously, people are very much jumping on the mocktail train now, so
Mm.
also works well for those kind of people too.
So where can people find the syrups?
Good question. So I have a website, so people can order directly from the website.
Mm.
If you're local to where I live, we do have them on the shelves at some liquor stores now, which is really exciting. The next move is to hopefully get them into some bars. That would be like my ultimate goal for the next few months. So we have bars that are sampling them at the minute. We just haven't signed any contracts. So
Okay.
hopefully that's in the pipeline.
Now, with the syrups that you do have, I know you said some people like to use them in mocktails and cocktails. So what would you say the best cocktail or best um liquor goes with some of those syrups? Have you tested every one of them with different ones, like ryes or bourbons?
I have, to be honest. Yeah. I've tried pretty much everything. They were born, if I'm being honest, they were born from a love of old fashions because as a bartender, that's what I got asked for a lot, and that was my signature drink when I was working behind the bar.
Hmm.
So I kind of created them based on that, and then they've just expanded from there. I kind of realized that, not everyone is a bourbon drinker. So obviously, I live here in Texas, so margaritas are huge here. Tequila is huge here, right? So
Hmm.
obviously, the strawberry and the pineapple go amazing with tequila. Mezcal as well. We have a lot of clients that order for vodka and gin martinis. So yeah, there's endless possibilities with them, to be fair.
Okay, and so what is the website? Is it devilsnectarsyrups.com?
It's, yeah, it's devilsnectarsyrups.com. Yes.
Okay. And You can ship anywhere, correct? There's no restrictions on anything.
No, we can ship anywhere. We just ask for a very small delivery cost within the US at the moment. We may expand further, but at the moment we're just delivering within the US. But anywhere is fine. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And do you have any plans in the future on expanding the flavors of the syrups?
Yes, I think so. I think that's going to come down to customers' preferences. I would really like to. I'd really like to sell the six that I have at the moment, work out which ones are the best sellers overall. Obviously, this business is still quite in the early stages. So I think the best thing to do would be to, yeah, just kind of see which sells, see which people like, and then go from there, really. And I'm not opposed to any suggestions. So if there's something that people want that I'm not covering, I'm all for it.
Okay.
I'll create all day long. So
That's good. That's good. I mean, there's a wide variety of different flavors that people can enjoy.
this is the
So,
thing. Like, can you cater to everyone? Is the question. I don't know.
correct, correct,
Yeah.
correct.
I can
Catering to
only
everyone
try.
would be a large task for sure, for sure.
Yes, exactly. But you never
So,
know. You never know.
hey, listen, I hope that you have over 20 different flavors.
Yeah, that would be ideal, and they all sell. That's the ultimate goal.
For
I
sure, for
mean,
sure.
I've had people ask for some random things like hemp infused is one that I get asked for. I don't know how licensing would work on that, so that's something that I would definitely need to look into.
Okay.
Um, and we randomly have been asked for some sugar-free versions as well. So that again, that's something I need to pay more attention to. But the whole idea
Absolutely.
of simple syrup is sugar, so I don't know.
Right, right.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a bridge that you can cross once you can figure out how to get it all separated out and get it done. I mean,
Exactly.
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for being here, and I appreciate everybody being here. If you could just tap the screen, if you have any questions, just throw them up in the chat, and then we could, move forward with the questions. Also, I would like to ask if you have any questions for me before we go any further.
Um, I don't think so at this point. No, I'm happy to sit back and listen.
Oh, okay. So, how does somebody go about getting your syrups in their bar or in a liquor store if they wanted to venture out and try to sell those flavors that you have already?
Yeah. So with the customers I have already, I've been approaching with free samples basically. I'm more than happy for people to taste all of our range, see what they think. And at the
Hmm.
moment we're taking custom orders, so there's no minimum amount order or anything like that at the moment. People can order as much or as little as they want of each flavor. Most people so far have ordered in bulk. But yeah, it's just a case of putting them out there, honestly. So give them a try. Yeah,
That's good. I mean, it's good to know because, as you know, especially marketing on here and, just advertising alone could expand your business and your outreach a lot. So,
definitely. And I'm definitely one for cross promotion as well. So my offer is always, hey, if you have something that I can promote for you, by all means, I'm all here for it. So the liquor stores that we are in at the moment, I
mhm.
personally go down and I demo every so often on a Friday, Saturday night. I'll just spend a couple of hours in there. And yeah, whatever liquor they want to sell that night, let's pair it with a syrup. Hey guys, come try this. I just spend a couple of hours demoing. And I'm happy to do that for any business that wants to have them on the shelves. So
Okay. And do you have it now? What's going on, Cass? How are you? Thank you for the likes, everybody. Uh, do you have anybody that you work with specifically right now, or are you just trying to do it all yourself?
Yeah, I'm a solo agent at the moment.
Okay, that's
Just me in my
understandable.
kitchen.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah.
So, so if somebody wanted to demo or have your syrups, they just reach out to you on the website
Yeah.
and and reach out, basically talk to you about getting their syrups in their establishment.
Yeah, it's as easy as that. They can contact me on any platform that I have. You know, and yeah, email, website, all of my details are on there. So I try to encourage people to look at the website first because we do have all of the write up of our syrups on there. We have
Mhm.
a full description of them all. I post regular recipes as well. So I like people to go and view the website, but they can contact me any which ways. It's not a problem.
Okay. So
Yeah.
on you're on all the platforms, I take it.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
The last one I'm breaking through is YouTube, so that's a new one at the moment. Just building that one up. But apart from that, yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, so apart from the syrups that you have, which one would you say is your favorite?
I was waiting for that question. Um, I guess it's a seasonal thing for me. Like this month, the strawberry vanilla is definitely my favorite. It ties in really well with Valentine's Day. Making one, sipping one right here as we speak. Um, so yeah, I would say I love all of them honestly, but
Mhm.
yeah, the strawberry vanilla, probably the ginger orange for me. But
Okay.
honestly, it depends what I'm using it on because yesterday morning I had the banana toffee on my pancakes. So just depends what it's on and what it's in, really.
Correct. So it's an all-around syrup. So you could use it for food, you could use it for any kind of drinks. So all the
Exactly.
way around, it's a flavorful syrup for anything. That
Exactly.
which is a good thing because you're not just trying to corner one market, you're covering all your bases.
Yeah, exactly. Basically anything you need to add sweetness and flavor to in a liquid form,
Hmm.
we got you. I have a customer, he buys our range purely, he doesn't drink. He buys them purely to bake with. So he makes all these different treats with them, which is amazing. Yeah, like I designed them specifically for drinks, but people like that have come forward and they've just expanded it for me, I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, why not? Get creative with them. Like that's what they're here for.
That's all. And I like that because like I said, you're not trying to just corner one market. You're covering all your bases. So that is a smart move for sure. For sure.
Hopefully.
Yes, I would say so. So let me think here. At this point, is there any questions that anybody has? And do you have any questions for me yet?
I mean, I would love to know all about your business as well. So if and
Okay,
when you get time, that would be great.
absolutely. So I started getting into bourbon and whiskey about almost a year ago now.
Okay.
We're in February, so I started March of last year. I've always been, just like a Jack Daniels, Jim Beam type of person, mixed drinks. I've never gotten into drinking everything neat. So I was scrolling on TikTok. I got into TikTok during COVID, and I started scrolling on TikTok one day, and I saw Bourbon Talk, and I was like, oh wow. And then they started talking about, you know, Old Forester, Blue Note, you know, Knob Creek, you know, one of these.
Hmm.
And I never understood what it was. I was like, wow, this is something new to me. So I started asking a lot of questions, and then I think in April of last year, I stopped in by a recommendation of a couple of people on here. I stopped into Preet Liquors, which is a big sponsor of the show, and
Gotcha.
he he decided to, we started talking. I bought I don't know, probably 8 or 10 bottles from him while I was there. And there's another person on here, Bourbon Fat Man. He sent me a bunch of handshakes. So handshakes are, 2 ounces or 1 ounce
Oh, like the
of,
minis. Gotcha.
right, almost like the minis. And it's something that they poured up into the jars out of a bigger, a 750 or a 1 liter, whatever. And he sent me 12 different ones. And he was like, here, try these out. So I did. And I started enjoying it. And I was like, wow, this is good. I found some stuff I liked, some stuff I didn't. And then, like, I want to say May or June of last year, I said, you know what? I really like talking to people. I like learning. I like understanding stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do a podcast, and I'm going to do it about bourbon and whiskey. So that's how the podcast came about. And I
Love
have a
that.
bar here in my house. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use Bar Talks with Big. So this way we could talk about everything instead of just bourbon and whiskey. We could talk about drinking vessels, you know, like this one, the Whiskey Grill.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a drinking vessel that was made to emanate or make the simulation of a barrel that
Yeah.
that everything was aged in. So they sponsor the show as well. So I was like, you know what? I started talking to them, and Junkie, what's up, brother? And Junkie's another one. There's a bunch of people in Bourbon Talk who have sent me samples, and I've tried a lot of stuff. Stuff that I probably wouldn't have bought myself, but because I don't spend $200-300 on a bottle. If anything, I will spend under $150 because I drink it myself, and as you can see, my collection is expanding. So, oh, you
What's
got
your
back?
favorite bourbon and whiskey? That's what I want to know.
My favorite
Yeah.
is Russell's 10 year,
Okay.
and then the other one is Eagle Rare 10 year. As you can tell, this one's almost empty. Um, there's quite a few actually, but the ones that are my go, thank you, I appreciate it. So, I've tried a bunch. I like a lot of them. There's a few that you're not always going to enjoy all of them, but
Yeah.
those are the ones that I would go to every day. And also these pre-mixed Penelope old fashions.
Oh,
They're ready
nice.
to drink. So they're 75 or 76 proof, and they're ready to go. So they got the simple syrup, they got the bitters, they got everything in the bottle. You just pour it in the glass and go.
Nice.
Dougie Bear has been to my house and sat across from me at my bar, and we all had conversation and drank for 2-3 hours, and then we went to Preet Liquors and enjoyed more there, and then came home. So
Sounds like a pretty good night.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So how about, have you done any collaborations with anybody, like at a, say, a meetup or something like that?
Collaborations, not yet, but I want to. Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I mean, other than from afar, like I've been collaborating on social media.
Hmm.
I've sent out some samples. I've got a couple of influencers that make cocktails with them. They post them on their feed, etc., etc. But in person collaboration, no, not yet.
Is that something that you would look at doing in the future, maybe at a bottle share or maybe a bourbon event, going there and setting up and trying to, you know, uh, try to make cocktails with what you have to for people to try them? That's what I was getting at. Sorry.
Yeah, I would love to do that. That is definitely one of my goals for this year. I would love to, yeah, I'd love to get them out to like a mobile bar or something like that, different events. I'm even happy to bartend myself whilst using them. I've attended some festivals and stuff like that. That's kind of how the business started. I attended a smoke and whiskey festival that we have here in Texas. And yeah, and we did amazingly well that day. So every so often now I'll go to like regular markets, farmers markets, all that kind of stuff. And that always goes down pretty well. Just
That's
helps
good.
get your name out there, you know?
Correct. So
Yeah.
now, do you also sell merchandise like shirts and stuff like that?
That's a great question because it's something that I'm considering. I get a lot of people that comment on the logo. I mean, I think it is pretty cool.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of people do comment on that. I wear the merch, but I haven't sold any yet. But it's something that I might consider doing down the line. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to catch everybody up to speed. We're talking with Devil Nectar syrups. It's syrups that you can mix for drinks. You could use it in you know alcoholic beverages, regular beverages. You could use it on food. And so if you have any questions, just throw it up in the chat and we can ask away. And all of the stuff is available on devilsnectarsyrups.com, and go over there and you could check it out and see. And you also said that you plan on possibly expanding in the future. So if there's anybody else who has ideas of different other syrups
Yeah.
that, Devil Nectars could try, just send them a message on any platform and or on their website, and they'll be able to try to accommodate for that. Thank you for the heart.
Definitely. I would love to do that. I love to create. So keep the ideas coming. I'm here for it.
And you also said that you used to be a bartender.
Yes, sir.
So how long did you do that before you decided to get into doing this?
Basically when I moved here, because obviously I had businesses back in the UK which were premises based, so I couldn't move my businesses here. So it was like starting afresh really, and I was trying to figure out kind of what I wanted to do, where I wanted to place myself, and bartending kind of came naturally to me because it's still very creative. That's who I am as a person. I've always worked in design and custom stuff, so it kind of fitted my brief. And yeah, so I started bartending when I got here. It would have been around March, April time of last year. So yeah, and then by the July is when I invented Devil's Nectar.
So it was just like you were bartending one night and you were like, you know what? I should get into making custom syrups. Is that's what it was like, or?
I mean, pretty much. It was kind of like an overnight kind of thought that I had, but I found myself like once I gained a bit of a clientele through bartending, I would get a lot of people ask me like, "Hey, Heidi, just make me something, anything you like," So I was always getting all these custom orders, and depending on what bar you're working in, you only have so much to work with. So I'd kind of exhausted everything that my bar was stocking, and I just thought, well, hey, why not try and make something that's mine that I can put into someone's drink? And yeah, it was well appreciated. It went pretty well. So yeah, that's kind of how it all started, really.
That's good. Now, do you still bartend, or you just primarily work on the syrup stuff?
No, I do. It's more of a sort of part-time basis. But no, I do. I still love to do that. And it's still a great avenue, and it's a great networking opportunity. Yeah,
So does that bar at least have your syrups in it, and
it does.
they work with you?
It does, yeah. They kind of had no choice.
Yeah, for sure,
It was
for
there
sure.
being used anyway, so kind of pushed
Right.
myself onto it.
Hey, listen, you got to get there one way or another, correct?
Absolutely. Hey, if it brings the customers in, what is there to complain about? Works
Correct.
for everyone, right?
Correct. I mean, it's a win-win for everybody.
Exactly.
So, let me think here. If anybody wants the syrups, they can reach out to you and, order on the website. If somebody wants to, offer your syrups in their establishment, they could also reach out to you and work out something with you for that.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm happy to send a sample box as well to anyone for free to see if they like it first. That's what I've been doing. That works pretty well. I do have a promotion at the moment, so if anyone does want to order off the website, I do have a discount code. If you just type in save15, you'll get 15% off your order.
15% off on the order. Okay.
Yeah,
And do you mind if I put that up in the caption of the video?
absolutely not.
Okay.
Go for
Okay,
it.
that's fine. I will make sure that I add that in there as well.
Thank you so much.
So, does anybody have any questions? And do you have any other questions for me?
Um, so are you purely bourbon and whiskey, or do you play around with any other liquors?
I used to drink tequila and rum, but as I've been drinking more and more bourbon and whiskey, I just don't see that it tastes the same anymore. It tastes
Okay.
different. The flavors are different to me now. So
Yeah,
I kind of just stick with bourbon and whiskey
it's good. Good choices.
for sure, for sure.
I'm a bourbon girl through and through. Always will be. So
That's good. What's your favorite or your
I have a
go-to?
few. One of my go-tos is I really like the Angel's Envy Rye.
Mm,
Um, and actually combine that with the banana toffee syrup. Literally tastes like French toast. Just saying.
wow.
It's a good one. But yeah, I like that. My go-to is probably like a Woodford Reserve. Yeah, I use that a lot. It's affordable, it tastes great. I really like that. Um, but yeah, like they're probably my go-tos
Mhm.
at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Woodford is a good choice as well. I mean, what you like in your glass is what you like in your glass, and don't let anybody ever tell you any different.
Yeah, exactly right.
Right. So, does anybody have any questions? And while we wait, if anybody has any questions, could you just go over the flavors again one more time for us?
Of course I can. Yeah, I would love to. So, 6 flavors. We have a rosemary,
Mm,
a strawberry vanilla, a spicy pineapple. The spice element in that is jalapeno. I have a ginger orange, a banana toffee, and a 5 spice. Now, the 5 spice is a combination of cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, star anise, and nutmeg.
okay.
So, very festive tasting. It was created around the holidays. I think it was just before Thanksgiving I launched that. And it was a big hit around Christmas time for sure. It's literally like Christmas in the glass.
That sounds amazing, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And again, everybody, if you're just joining in, you can get any of the flavors that you would like to try from devilsnectarsyrups.com and also any of the platforms. If you look up the Devil's Nectar syrup, you could find them on there as well. And you could reach out
Absolutely.
and talk to them, talk to Heidi, I'm sorry, talk to Heidi
We're fine.
and get all the information that you need. I'm
Yep.
looking forward to trying the syrups and I'm looking forward to possibly getting some merch from you when you get them. Thank you for
Yeah,
the heart
just
me.
let me know. Let me know what you need and what you'd like, and I'll send it over to you. It'd
All
be a
right.
pleasure.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate you taking your time to go over all this and give me all the information that you have of all your syrups and how you got into doing it, and it was a
Of
pleasure to
course.
speak with you. And
No,
hopefully
it's
we
been a
could,
pleasure.
thank you very much. I hopefully we could reconvene at another time, and maybe you have some more flavors that people would enjoy. And if anybody has any flavors that they would like to see, reach out to Heidi and send her a message, and she'll try to work with the flavors that she has and see what she can do for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to do that. And as a thank you for having me on, please let me send you some samples. I would love to.
Well, I appreciate that very much. I
Of course.
appreciate that, and we could also talk outside of here because I would like to try to see what I could do as well. So
Thank
I
you.
will definitely be reaching out to you, and we will talk again soon.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much. I've loved being on here, and you've
Thank
got
you
a great
very
little
much,
thing
Heidi.
going. I love it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm very, very thankful that you came on and talked with me. And
Thank
hopefully,
you.
we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. You hit me up whenever.
Alrighty, we'll do.
Great.
Have a
Thank you,
great night.
guys. Thank you for listening.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for checking in. Thank you very much. And please also reach out to Heidi and see what she can, work out for everybody.
I would love to
Have a
hear from
great
you
night.
guys. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.